Virginia, Mark Warner.
Thank you. Are you ready? Hello, Virginia. My fellow Democrats, my fellow Democrats, my fellow Democrats, my fellow Americans, the most important contest of our generation has begun. Not the campaign for the presidency, not the campaign for Congress, but the race for the future. And I believe, from the bottom of my heart, with the right vision and the right leadership, and the energy and creativity of the American people, there is no nation that we can't out-hustle and out-compete, and no American need be left out or left behind. Yes, the race for the future is on, and it won't be won if only some Americans are in the running. And it won't be won with yesterday's ideas and yesterday's divisions. And it won't be won with a president who's stuck in the past. We need a president who understands the world today, the future we seek, and the change we need. We need Barack Obama as the next president of the United States. Now, I have a unique perspective on this race for the future. Like many of you, I'm the first in my family to graduate from college. It was made possible by supported parents, great public schools, and since my folks didn't have the resources, thank goodness for the student loan program. After I graduated law school, it didn't take me long to realize that America really wouldn't miss me as a lawyer. So I started a business. My first company failed in 6 weeks. My next one was much more successful. It failed in 6 months. And then a buddy of mine told me about this brand new idea, this thing called car telephones, cell phones. I always remember friends of mine telling me, Warner, you're crazy. Go get a real job. Nobody's ever going to want a phone in their car. But I saw a different future. And with luck and a lot of hard work, I got in on the ground floor of the cell phone industry. There's only one country in the world where I could have received that education, where I could have been given not just one chance or two, but three, and where I could have succeeded. And that's this country, the United States of America. At our best, it's not your lineage or last name that matters. It's not where you come from that counts. It's where you want to go. In America, everyone should get a fair shot. Barack Obama understands this because he's lived it. And Barack Obama is running to restore that fair shot for every American. But when we look around, we see that for far too many Americans, that fair shot is becoming more of a long shot. How many kids have the grades to go to college but not the money? How many families always thought their home would be their safest investment? How many of our soldiers come back from their second or third tour of duty? wondering if the education and health care benefits they were promised would actually be there. 2 wars, a warming planet, an energy policy that basically says, let's go borrow money from China so we can buy oil from countries that don't like us. How many people look at these things and wonder, what's the future hold for them, their children, their family, their country? How many in George Bush and John McCain's America? Far too many. Let's be fair. Some of these changes were inevitable, but all of them are more severe, more immediate, and more threatening because of the misguided policies and outdated thinking of this administration. You know, folks always ask me, what's my biggest criticism of President Bush? Now, I'm sure you've got your own, but here's mine. It's not just the policy differences. It's the fact that this president never tapped into our greatest resource, the character and resolve of the American people. He never really asked us to step up. Think about it. If after September 11th, there'd been a call from the president to get ourselves off foreign oil so we would no longer be funding the very terrorists who had just attacked us, every American would have said, how can I do my part? This administration failed to believe in what we can achieve as a nation when all of us work together. John McCain promises more of the same, a plan that would explode the deficit and leave that to our kids. No real strategy to invest in our crumbling infrastructure, and he would continue spending $10 billion a month in Iraq. I don't know about you, but that's just not right. That's 4 more years that we just can't afford. Barack Obama has a different vision and a different plan. Right now, at this critical moment in our history, we have one shot to get it right. And the status quo just won't cut it. Now, let me tell you, if you think you've seen dramatic changes in the world and technology in the last 10 years, you ain't seen nothing yet. The race is on, and if you watch the Olympics, then you know China's going for the gold. You know, America has never been afraid of the future, and we shouldn't start now. If we choose the right path, every one of these challenges is also an opportunity. Look at energy. If we actually got ourselves off foreign oil, we can start to make our country safer. We'll start to solve global warming. And with the right policies, within 24 months, we'll be building 100-mile-per-gallon plug-in hybrid vehicles right here with American technology and American workers. Look at healthcare. If we bring down costs and actually cover everyone, not only will America be healthier, we'll be more competitive in the global economy. Just think about this. In just 4 months, we will have an administration that actually believes in science. And we can again lead the world in life-saving and life-changing cures. Think about education. If we recruit a new army of teachers and actually give our schools the resources to meet our highest standards, not only will every child in America be given that fair shot, but the American economy will be given a shot in the arm. And whether they want to be an engineer, or an electrician, every kid will be trained for the jobs of the 21st century. Or look at America's standing in the world. If we rebuild our military and rebuild our alliances, we can rally the world to defeat terrorism and restore America's leadership. Now, which candidate understands these opportunities? And which candidate knows that we don't have another 4 years to waste? Barack Obama. But Barack Obama also knows this as well. We need leaders who see our common ground as sacred ground. We need leaders who will appeal to us not as Republicans,